So hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. And on today's video I am going to show you guys how I add tracks to my lace frontal units to make them a little bit fuller. So as you can see here, I just part the hair off where I want the fullness and where I want to start having the fullness, so not too far down. So around the eye area, I also leave about ½ inch to an inch from the hairline, so it won't be so obvious and you won't see that weft there. And I am just going to sew on that lace just like I would if it was a braid and you're sewing on a braid on someone's real hair. So I'm just going to place that track and start to sew it. And this wig was a little bit thinner for me on the side, so this is why I'm just adding a few tracks on each side. You guys may, at the end, you're going to see me do a side part, I think, but the at the end of the video you will see pictures how I really wore it, which is a middle part, as you see here. So even once you get to the back of the wig, you are going to just continue to sew. So you're going to either sew, you're going to part the hair from the lace where the weft will sit, like right above the tracks that the wig came with, because I didn't make this wig. It was a manufacturer wig that I was testing out. So make sure you just continuously clipping that hair up out of the way. And I'm just going to continue to sew on top of a weft that is already there. And the good thing about this is if you make the wig, if you add the tracks to the wig to make it more of a side part, so you're going to add more tracks than on one side than the other, then they're kind of giving you you're kind of limited to putting it back as a middle part. But this method to me is so convenient because you can just take a few tracks out of that one side and then add those tracks to the other side when you had a side part. I hope that makes sense, to where it's not so much hair on one side when you try to put it in the middle part. But I try to sew the wefts on as a middle part and then just part it, just so it gives me a little bit more versatility. So I'm just going to tie this string up here and cut the excess string off, and you guys can see that weft is in there. And you're going to keep, every time I add a track, I comb the hair down just to see how full it is. And I'm going to add another track right on top. I'm going to part it more closer to the track that I already applied, because I don't want it too full near the part area how I'm going to wear the hair. So this is just some extra hair that I have. You guys, don't throw your scrap hair away. You just never know when you need to use it. So I'm just adding another track, like not even ½ inch. It's less than ½ inch on top of the other weft, so it won't be too spaced out. So eventually I ended up adding, I think, 3 tracks on each side. That was enough. So you guys can see I'm not going too far ahead of the hairline. And I also use T-pins. I don't recommend T-pins. I kind of recommend ball pins, where you guys can see in that blockhead some red and silver pins that have a ball on the end. I recommend those. The T-pins are just too thick and it stretches out the lace to me, and you want to preserve your lace as much as possible. So I recommend ball pins or flat pins instead of the T-pins. But I had more T-pins than the ball pins, so yeah. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch this, the rest of me adding the tracks on each side, and then I'm gonna come back when I am at the flat iron part, because this is just repetitive. So right here, you guys, I am just trimming up the ends of the hair that I have added. You guys can see that it is a side part right here, but I'm gonna wear in the middle part. So yeah, I'm just trimming up those little extra long hairs on the bottom of the hair, so it won't be so uneven. And so I'm just parting the hair and then I'm flat ironing it. I'm not just flat ironing it all together and then cutting it. I don't know why I didn't do that. I know it would, but right here I am just flat ironing it, and then I'm checking about it to make sure there's no long pieces. You guys can see it looks way fuller than it did before, and this is so easy to do. You can take out tracks, add tracks, take out tracks again, add, pieces of color tracks. It's kind of versatile, which I like about lace frontal units. But yeah, this is basically it, you guys. This is how you can add some pieces. You can also do this with the sewing machine. I just decided not to because I knew I was adding like 4 to 6 pieces. I knew I wasn't gonna add any more than that. So I am just going to finish flat ironing. You guys are going to see how it looked at the end. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. And stay tuned for more wig videos. Bye guys.